Come on.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi,
son. How you
nice to meet
doing?
you.
Good.
How's school?
Good. I'm getting a pizza out of the oven right now.
Okay, let's go ahead and get your pizza. Well, that's you got yourself a strong boy, David.
The
But
pizza's important.
it's very important, yeah. And the thing is that with this season coming up, what's the expectations for shows and opportunities? It's I'm planning on going to a show right now. I'm talking to my friend Eunice, and she's looking at some shows that she might want to do promotion for. Bad rap, and I'm hoping to be there. Uh, I might think about there's Atlanta might be possible because, like I said, just a while ago, I went to visit my niece in Atlanta for Thanksgiving, and that might be a show I might consider because, like I said again, I can stay with her and I can check out the show and maybe I get to see Abby. Oh, there's also some other shows that I'm thinking about. I mean, and Alex, are you having any plans? Are you thinking about going to any shows?
Yeah, hopefully this summer, just one step at a time. There's some things I have to do first.
You can come
Yeah.
see me. I am a little sassy during that time, though, just so you know. See that smile? It's not there.
That's the thing is that y'all ladies, you gotta think about it. You're hungry, you're tired, dehydrated. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
exactly.
lot on anybody who does this competition.
Yeah, I have no control over what my face does to other people on stage. So, anybody I've rolled my eyes at or anything, I'm sorry.
That's their problem. You roll. That's your eyes. You want to roll them, you roll them. We got a comment here from man Josh Simpkins coming through. Josh says, "What's good, George and Alex? What's good to you, brother?" And he just popped in. So you go, my man Josh. Yo, Josh, welcome.
What's good, Empire Nation?
What's up?
Yeah, what's
How's
up?
it going?
How it going? So, Josh, you saw the list for the schedule for next year?
Yes, I'm planning on going to Chicago Pro.
Cool
Yep,
beans. Yeah,
yep, it's right in my backyard.
yeah. That's a great show. That's the Tim Gardner show. He's one of the few promoters that's still getting
Plus, it has
opportunities.
women's bodybuilding, so yeah.
Yes. That's my one consensus. For me to go to a show, and this is my thing. You have to have women's bodybuilding. No
Oh
offense to
yeah,
the league, other divisions, but I feel like it's the architect division. It wasn't for that division, the others wouldn't be existed because
exactly.
yeah. So what you think about is you saw recently that the New York Pro dropped women's bodybuilding.
Man, I was heartbroken when I saw that. I put a story up on my Instagram, Women's Bodybuilding Empire, about it. I was bummed out about it. I was like, really? They dropped a women's bodybuilding from New York Pro?
Well, they did it before years ago when
Well, yeah, they did it before.
yeah,
Then they tried
and
bringing it back.
yeah. That's the thing is that you got to find people who is interested in maybe supporting that division. You got to
Oh
find
yeah,
sponsorship. It can't be all Ranger Strength and Jake Wood. It has to be somebody else who wants it. Shout out
yeah.
to
It got
Austin
got.
Carr.
Yeah, shout out to Austin Carr, man. That was a great show, by the way, with the black lighting and it just make the competitors really stand out.
I think the ladies like the black backdrop because
Yeah,
they say they like the black backdrop better than a backdrop with color or like that because it kind of
yeah.
washes
The
them out.
the LED lights, you just really can't see anything with the LED behind them.
Yeah. We have here shout to my man here, KL the Wonder says, "Be nice, Abby. You seem like a sweetheart."
Mhm.
Also, this is the one that says Josh with the loudspeakers. He sounds like Autobot Plaster from the Transformers.
Oh my God! All right, here we go again, my man. Don't be my arch nemesis now.
Well, I remember the Transformers. I think everybody figured it was either Optimus Prime or Soundwave. I mean,
Yeah,
or
Soundwave.
Now you can say hi.
hey, little kitty,
Ah,
Uh,
uh, you know,
He thinks
but
he's a dog, but anyway.
well, you don't go bark. That's the thing. But with the season coming up, it's going to be kind of dry for the next. I think not till we have the Onward Classic, and that's around the corner. To me, I feel like it's not a complete show because
No.
yeah, it's I know it's one of the biggest shows that's around, but it just doesn't feel complete.
Yeah, that's a sore subject for me, as you know. Yeah, let the big girls come on stage. That's all I
Mm-hmm.
feel.
Yeah,
Talk to him.
because I remember you competed in an amateur show and there was not enough competitors to get a pro card.
Yeah, and then I emailed them, and then they told me I wasn't worthy. So,
Hmm. Well, I
Yeah, you
also
are.
got yeah.
well, thank you.
Yes, we're fans here. I know a lady recently. Shout out to Lisa Smith. She just got a pro card. She did the Remain Muscle Fest last month, and because not enough competitors that show, she applied for a pro card, and she got it. And that's great. Got here from my man KL. He says to, "What's going on, Alex?" He wants to give a shout out to our boy Alex.
Hey,
Hey, hey. And as you know, it's just I think a lot of this is money and politics that's going on with bodybuilding, especially for the young women. Shows where the prize money is not as lucrative compared to if you look at the men's open will walk away with at the
Let's
most.
see, 600 grand, 50 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and then Arnold he shot his up for like nearly almost over a third of a million, you
Hmm.
know, and
Yeah.
that's just not fair. And the thing is, you can't use the excuse that no one wants to see the women. I mean, that's not you can't say ticket sales are based on as a competitor. Are ticket sales based on the competitors? Exactly.
I mean, the most common thing I see, oh, women don't put seats in the, women don't put butts in the seats. I see that constantly.
Yeah. The thing is, you look at a show like The Rising Phoenix, where
Hmm.
it's all ladies, everything from the pros to the amateurs. No banana hammocks, no board shorts. It's one of the only real, because I know there's like Vancouver Isle, it does like, physique and it does women's bodybuilding and does wellness. But the other half of it is the amateur show would have all the other divisions and plus the men. The Triple O, it's also an amateur show. They have an amateur show where they also do, but it's just women's physique. I mean, women's figure and women's bodybuilding. And I know if y'all seen it lately, they changed because it's no longer. It used to be just it was Andrea, Sydney, and Whitney Jones. Seemed like Whitney Jones took a step back from the show this time.
Yeah, pretty messed up. But
Yeah. And the thing is, this is thing. I don't know if can anybody think that would it be better if we have more people involved as promoters for certain divisions, or maybe find a way to to boost the interest for competitors because it's just a expense.
oh yeah,
What can
there really there is an expense to it. That's one thing. And you really got to, like I said, it's a more of a do-it-yourself now. You don't have ESPN or ABC or Fox Sports doing anything like that anymore. So you have to make your YouTube channel, Instagram, go to visit different gyms, etc. But that costs money though. A
Right.
videographer, yeah, that adds up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah, because it is a business still, and I know we talk about like the IFBB has a new clothing line. So where is the money going to from
Yeah, where
that?
is that money going? Yeah, clothing line. When's the shrink has a clothing line? Well,
Well, Wings of Strength with them that goes back into bodybuilding into the divisions. But here things um, they changed the format of the you know Rising Phoenix. It's no longer the World Body Championship.
mhm.
It's now just a regular uh, pro qualifier. I mean Olympia qualifier because this year top three competitors get qualified. Andrea she came back and won the title back. Natalia Kovalev and also Amanda Santos, they were the finishing top three. But the thing is now, this was one of the biggest shows for women's bodybuilding at one point because the Olympia kicked out women's bodybuilding, Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic kicked it out, and now it's just a regular show. And I was kind of disappointed that we had a lot of numbers for it.
I'm hoping Yo does that one to get her qualification again for the Olympia.
Yeah, because
Angie.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
And nobody knows it's Yo, but Angie, yeah.
yeah. I know, yeah, because she has to requalify again. Well,
Yeah, right.
I was thinking she would have done New York, but then as you know, New York's not having women's bodybuilding. Or
Right.
she can do
Man,
Chicago.
that would have been
So
perfect.
that's where she got a
Oh,
qualification the first time. Yeah.
that'd be
I
awesome in
really
Yeah.
Chicago.
Who else would you think you want to see? Go ahead.
I
What
really
were you
like
about to say, Abby?
Angie. I really
Yeah.
like her. Angie.
Oh, Angie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
she has nice.
she's
Yeah, she has she has a nice personality about her. I think
yeah,
she's very, even though she's very kind of alternative. For people I heard, she's a nice person.
she
She
is
has a great
very nice.
representation,
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah,
and
she's still
then
putting in the work.
Yeah, yeah, and
yeah.
she's talking to her like face to actually I talked to her at my when I did my first show before I did my first show, and she told me you're gonna go somewhere, and she was like one of the first person that said that, so she's very cool.
hmm That's cool. That's good that these ladies out there who are in the top level, like Angie and Andrea, are supporting the other women who are coming up because there's so much involved in sport. And sometimes, even though it's competitive, it's good to have some camaraderie and maybe even some friendship. So, as you know, who else, would y'all want to see,
I would like to
this year?
see
Who?
Michaela come back. Michaela Aka, I think her last name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
That's
like to see her.
that's
She's a
cool.
hard worker.
Well, she's been competing for a long time, been a multi-Olympian since she's been a pro.
I
This is
would
her
say
recent,
Melissa Tyke, but yeah, that's long
yeah,
gone.
yeah, that's long gone. This is the most recent picture of Michaela. She was actually hanging out at a couple weeks ago at the Atlantic Coast Pro. Um, Looks like I don't know. I've seen some ladies who walked away from the sport and they decide to, I don't know, whatever feeling they feel like they needed to take a break. I remember Michaela did a few years ago because I remember a friend of hers killed himself, and
Oh wow.
yeah, his name was Dallas. Keith knew him too, and she took a step back, and people was wondering what was going on. That was the reason why she took a step back because her friend. And I remember she posted it how she was like taking a break, but then she took some time off, came back, started with bodybuilding. We have here some comments here. Shout out to my man here. Shout out to my man Money J says, has the 2026 IB Pro schedule dropped yet? Yes, it dropped last week. So the list is not complete, but still some shows. Also, he says, Miss Beefy did such an amazing job at the NPC Winter Show yesterday. She looked great. She looked great. I
Yep, she
mean,
sure did. Shout out to her.
yeah. And also, he says this. He says, "I miss Melissa. Sorry, Michelle, aka the Condition Queen." Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. The season, like I said again, we're optimistic as fans about what we
yeah,
want to see.
plus you never know who's gonna show up some
Mm,
half the time.
yeah, like we had like a couple of competitors who did one show, like Mila Ash and Teresa Vasic, and then they kind of went quiet after that. And you have some competitors who are very active, like you know Paula Ranta.
Oh yeah,
She
she's
did like
very active.
I think she did like about 8 shows,
Seven,
counting Olympia.
yes, yeah, 8 shows in total.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the thing is, she has advantage. She's
Oh yeah,
26
because
years
she's
old.
young.
She's
Yeah, I'm about to say
26.
25, 26. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the advantage because you have that youth, you have that energy. We have here comment. Shout out to my man here. He says, "I'm calling it now. Miss Beefy is Alicia Young 2.0." Yeah. Also, he says it's if she turns pro. Yeah, I think she has that great look to her. I think she even admit Alicia that she's a fan of hers. Paula is a workaholic. She doesn't take breaks. I think she
Nope.
needs to. Yeah, because
Yeah.
like I said, you're young. So I was looking into the IG. I saw this, as you know, some shows, like I said again, they already are putting out themselves in the schedule, but they're not on official schedule yet. One show I would say is the Vancouver Isle show. Shout out to the
Hmm.
promoter Corey from the show, and he's already shouted out they're going to come out in April 2018. He says he's officially 22 weeks out from taking the stage in 2022, and new stories, new champions, some electric energy. Mark your calendar. Is one going to be unforgettable? Now, the other day I had done an interview with Jada Beverly, and Jada was telling me something that she's planning on competing because she's coming back to women's physique. But also doing the interview, she's thinking about she wants to do a show outside of the states. She wants to do. She's looking at Vancouver, but doing the interview, shout out to my man David Bryan who came through. David came through says that possibly they may not have. I think he's reached out to the guy Coy. They may not have um, the pro part of the Vancouver Isle show.
One's physique part, or that,
I
or just
think
amateurs.
I believe I think it's most of the, as you know, all the. You just say I think all the pros that's wellness, physique, and women's bodybuilder. I'm not certain yet because
Okay.
you until Corey sends the list in to the NPC so they know. Shout out to my man Money J. He says this. He says wellness wasn't working out for Jada Beverly. Yeah, it wasn't working out for. I think
Yeah.
Jada said that because of her size, the condition she brought in. Um, I think it was just wasn't her division. If you look at the women now in wellness, some of those women are built like Clydesdales, and I mean it's just
I mean,
crazy.
woo.
Yeah, it's crazy here. Here we got a shout out to here from our man here. He says, next year I would like to see Julia Wetzel back on competition. Oh, Julia Wetzel, yeah.
Julie
Look,
Lexo.
yeah, it's been a while since Julia. I think she hadn't competed
Haven't heard
since
that name in a while.
yeah, I think she hadn't competed since 2024 when she made the Olympia. And after that, she's been kind of quiet. We have here our dear friend, Mr. Jeremy, aka the Art of Female Muscle. Welcome,
What's
brother.
good, Jeremy?
Hi, everybody.
Hey, hey. So, brother, you saw the list,
Oh, yes, I did.
and what's your
Sort of blew me away at first.
yeah?
I
Because
mean,
what
when I saw the low numbers, but then I remembered that I'm trying to remember what is the cutoff date for submission.
I think it's after the Nationals. Either after that, before Christmas or after the Nationals.
Okay, because I saw
Because
that and it was like 10 shows for WBB and like 18 shows for WPD, and I'm like, okay, well that's 14 less for WBB and 16 less for WPD than last year. So I'm like, oh my God. But then I remembered that, but then I saw it's like the list I realized was inaccurate because the Triple O Dynasty wasn't listed for WBB or figure, and they had posted that on their recent flyer. And then also, it said that the New York Pro did have WBB, but that wasn't right either.
yeah, just took
So
it
What?
off.
so
Oh wow.
I wrote those. I wrote into them and said, "Hey guys, this needs to be updated." So it's like and now I checked today. They have added two more for both WBB and WPD. That's the Pro Masters World Championship. It's going to be in between the Rising Phoenix and Titans Grand Prix, and then also the Ben Weider Natural Pro has
And
also
what
been added, and
and what's
that's to both WBB and WPD.
And that's the one that surprised me about the being we're natural pro. Women's bodybuilding, you just might say just physique competitors. I mean, it's it's not a lot of natural women bodybuilders. Mine would
Mm-mm.
say none, because many of them are just physique competitors, figure competitors, or the other divisions.
You got some like the one who's always controversial is Natalie Hayes. She does WPD in organizations like I think PNBA, and then also OCB, the Natural Federations. She also does Mr. America, but those have had women's bodybuilding, and she's competed in those in that division. It just depends on what natty federation that she's competing in. But it's like you do have it. It's just unfortunately they're very few and far between. So
Hmm. Yeah, because
Yeah.
generally, like I said, natural, it takes a lot longer to put on the size and the mass if you
sure.
compare it to the enhanced competitors, like one lady Trish Paula Adore, who won the Ben Wheeler show just about a couple weeks ago. She has a great physique. She's very lean.
Hmm.
I think she probably fit well in figure more than women's physique. But as you know, the controversy of recently, if y'all saw some controversies going on about a certain person who, who's being accused of using a certain kind of material, you know, and that's the thing is that is it illegal? It's not like it's not
I
like it's like
mean,
that, and you got
wherever it takes.
It depends on the country, I would think.
yeah, yeah, we have here. Shout out to my man here. He says, I want Susan Matheson back competing next year too. Well, she might,
Yeah.
Lucky David's not here. That's his girl.
Yeah. Susan Ball Factor Matheson.
Yeah. Also, we have here, this is from he says, all bodybuilding use same type of substance to help improve their muscles. Yeah, that's the thing is,
There
you
you
if
go.
it's not if you're not using performance enhancers, you're using something because it takes a lot. You need rest, recovery. It takes time. It's not that easy to build that much muscle in the amount of time they have to build it. Mhm. So anyway, also I saw this, even though um, they're not on the couple of shows on the list. The Wings of Strength have already posted out their list. They have a few shows. I'm gonna pull this up here, and their list is out because usually they put their list separately and then add it to the NPC list later on.
Oh
And they
yeah.
have shows here. Yeah, you see here the first show we're gonna have coming up. That's in by the looks of it. Let's see. I'm trying to look real good. In March, they have an NPC Arizona workshop. Then they have another workshop in Atlanta on the 18th in April. The Valley of the Sun Championship, that's the amateur show, which is in May. Sun City Sundown, that's in June. In July, they have the Phoenix Iron Games. Then in August, you have the Atlanta Pro with the Atlanta Classic. 2020 in the 22nd is the Rising Phoenix. The Amateur Olympia Eastern Europe, the Alina Popa Classic. The Olympia is going to be moved to September, and you have Valhalla
Oh.
Games, and then you have the remaining Muscle Fest November 7th. Now, the big thing is they decided to move the Olympia to September. That's
Hmm.
really early. That means that they're gonna have to cut off. The cutoff has to be around about late August.
Ah,
So, what y'all guys think?
Hmm.
interesting. New location, new date. Might as well.
The question is why so early? Because
Yeah.
September. You know, I remember when they had it for the last 3 years was December, but that's when they had Orlando. And then when they moved back to Vegas in 2022, that was a bad time because if you ever been to Vegas, it's dry and cold out there. And they went back to Orlando and brought it back again. And a lot of people were talking about, you know, it was going to move, but then it just moved to a different location. Would y'all think you would rather have it come back to Orlando?
Yes, Orlando, please.
What about you, Josh? What about you, Jeremy?
Oh, I think it would be good. I mean,
Yeah,
Vegas is expensive for just about anything. So I would like to, for just about anything. I mean, just the name recognition alone, you're adding money to that. So I mean, if they brought it back to Orlando, I would think that would be great as well.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Vegas. Everything you do in Vegas is everything is in money. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's
If
just
they bring it to
ridiculous.
Orlando, though, it'll be more family friendly because you go
Yeah,
Disneyland or Disney World
Disney World.
oh yeah, but Disney World or Busch Gardens or wherever.
yeah.
Hmm.
I could flex with Mickey Mouse. There we go.
Then-
Yeah, you know, see, flex with Mickey Mouse.
Mine as well. Mighty Mouse, maybe.
Yeah. I know some people they wanted to see come to Texas. You
Ooh,
know,
that wouldn't be a bad location.
yeah, that wasn't bad either. I mean, as you know, the Texas Pro is, I think the list, I think it's in, if I go back to the list, I think the Texas Pro is in, let me see the list. I gotta go to women's, see physique. And Texas Pro is in August the 14th to the 15th. The question is, will we see Sarah Vilgus there?
Who?
Sarah
Sarah
Vilgas.
Vilgus?
Oh, I don't
Yeah, her.
know.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know
Uh,
about that one.
uh,
yeah.
I'm
uh,
surprised Tupelo isn't there.
I'm
Well,
I'm
surprised
I'm
Tupelo.
too.
I'm surprised that that's not there for either WBB or WPD. So
Well, I
I would
know.
think that the two of them would be I would think that the two of them would be there, but
Well, I know when we do my interview with Jada, I think David mentioned that they may not have it next year. And
hmm
this year they added women's bodybuilding, the 40 and 50 class. And the promoter is I think her name is Liz Gillard. She used to be a competitor.
right. hmm
And the question is it an issue of money? Is it an issue of,
Probably. I wouldn't
Hmm.
be surprised.
yeah, money's always like that. Cash moves everything around. You create the money, dollar bill, y'all. And I know we're talking about Atlanta. Atlanta usually do 40 plus, but they're not doing 40 plus for women's bodybuilding this year or women's physique. So that means that Linda either she didn't put it up there or she's getting away from the Masters.
I hope Rachel Daniels comes back this year.
Hmm. I think he was.
But she's gone through a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I
She's
just
gone
hope
through a
she.
whole lot this last
Yeah.
year. So
Yeah, I know. I messaged her, but I hope she comes back. I really like her too.
yeah.
Yeah, I got to see her when I was in Tampa. Because one of her clients was Keisha Oliver, and I remember I was wearing my Superman shirt, and I said to her, "Say, hey, we're Lois Lane. It's me, Superman." And we like kind of touch fingers. I think she has a great look to her. I think there's a lot of people like this year we had some ladies in the visit that retired. Barbara Jean, she just recently retired. I just posted a post a while back. I wanted to share this because she was planning on. I think she was doing some kind of a guest pose or something for something, but I don't know what happened with that. She might, it was something like that. Barbara, as you know, she's been for almost 4 years, and I think 4 consecutive years, she was top 5 in the world, being fourth.
Hmm.
But then she last year she took a break, and then she came back, won a couple of shows, placed in some shows. But I think my guess she decided it's time to move on. I'm gonna pull this up. This is her. I think I had a pleasure interview on my channel. I think she's a lovely French lady. And I can't wait to see what's her future going to be now. I mean, she's still working behind the scenes, and here she is.
Kenya. This is Barbara Minash from France, wishing you all athletes competing in the Mr. 001 Championship 2025 success. And I appreciate you all for the enthusiasm for when it comes to bodybuilding. Unfortunately, I was to be with you in Mombasa, but due to avoidable circumstances, I couldn't make it. But for the next time, for sure, I will be with you all. Don't forget, I am also a professional posing coach, so I can give you your lesson via video call. Contact me on my Instagram, Barbara Menage IFBB Pro. We will discuss about the prices and everything you need. I wish you all the best for the show and see you next time. Bye. What's up, Kenya?
She is an amazing lady. I mean,
Yeah, such an
especially,
amazing competitor.
yeah, I mean, her last Olympia, she was sixth place. She kind of dropped out of the top five. Her physique is just crazy. I mean, especially for a
Ooh.
woman who is, can you believe this woman is in her 50s? You wouldn't think I mean, she's been competing for a long time. I mean, and just I'm a fan of hers. Like I said, it was a great opportunity to interview her. Whether a few years ago, right after her last time she competed in Olympia, that was in 2022. I mean, try to keep in contact much with her. But the thing is, as fans, you know, even though you're not on the stage anymore, you're still active in the sport. And that's the thing, especially for a bodybuilder, to walk away and just to say, you know what, life's important. Like with you, Abby, would you think you have a timeline for how long you want to compete?
I'm gonna go until my body says no.
Okay, I
See
like
what?
that.
I'm just gonna. I don't have a time. I don't have a timeline for myself. If
As I say,
next
go to
year,
the wheels fall off.
yeah, if next year, if my body says no more, then I can join a eating contest or something. I don't know, but
Hey, you probably make some money from it. They do that. I think every summer they do that thing in Coney Island. We had the hot dog competition. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
oh, oh yeah, of course, eating hot dogs, I would probably make some money.
Another
I'm
sport they
sure.
show on ESPN.
yes, they show that every year. We have a comment. Shout out to my man, uh, Money J says, "What about Sarah Vegas? As you know, Sarah was the one who making the accusations about Natalia Cuejo. They're not, we have
Eh,
it's from what I'm hearing, it sounds like it might be some truth to it. I can't say I'm not gonna, but people are really
yeah, I
because
can't believe we're still talking about this.
Well, I guess
but what
supposedly there was this expose that was going to be coming out. I'm trying to remember what the show was, but he was saying he talked to somebody in Brazil that I guess there is a ring of doctors that are working with Brazilian bodybuilders, and he didn't show any evidence to back up the claim from what I saw. So they're pretty much still in the allegation phase. He said supposedly this person is very well known, but he also said that he said the person is scared that if they reveal themselves, they'll get hurt. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
but
saw
it's
that video too. I can
Yeah, I know
send
what
it.
video we talking about.
Yeah,
but see, it's like I see that and I'm like, okay, fine, you're giving allegations, but what's your proof? And I didn't. All I'm hearing is that a guy is saying that this is happening, but that unless you've got hard data to back this up, it remains an allegation. So, yeah, you might get likes for it. Yeah, you might get views for it, but where's the proof?
yeah.
Until
There's
they actually bring up the proof,
Mhm.
it stays an unsupported allegation. So, they want to make it stick. Come up with a report. Come up with a medical record, something of that nature. Start naming doctors if that really is the case. So, I mean, it's the only way that you're going to give what you say any credibility. Because I could go on a show and say something like that, and that doesn't mean that it's true. So,
And I think he also he's mentioned the Tariq and his brother Tamer. the Gundys, in it, supposed to be involved with this doctor. And I think it was one of the. I think he showed a video I saw. Actually, it was I saw it on YouTube. I know somebody sent me the clip from it, but then I saw the whole. I watched the whole thing on YouTube, and I don't know. Again, I'm going to be on the fence on it. Like I said, yeah, I've often said I'm not a big fan of Natalia, but I do respect her physique and her work ethic. And I do appreciate, like, even when a few times I've done live, I don't know if it's Natalia exactly, maybe somebody who's working on her YouTube channel, she's popped in and even commented a few times. I remember one time she was doing it with Tracy Guile, and she popped in and she supported Tracy Guile. Um, Shout out here to my man here. He says, whenever I see Barbara Majan, I always see Wakanda Forever because she looks like Dolo Manje, warrior woman. Yeah, she got that.
Yep.
Also, he says this. He says the Texas Pro, we have that every year. You don't think Sarah won't have it next year? Well, she's not the promoter, but because she's the one who puts up the prize money and a trophy for women's physique, the thing is she's going to be there to do her part. Kind of like
I'd
when you
be
do.
surprised if she didn't.
Yeah.
I'd be really surprised. I mean, it is her award.
Yeah, it
Isn't it
is.
like isn't like the Sarah Villegas award? So
Hmm.
it's like if they're not
For
going to
her
show up for
posing.
that, right? It's like
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, she's no longer the champion. You know, wouldn't But the thing is, would it be worth
I
any
don't.
more?
I
Because she,
yeah
Natalia should go and win it.
yeah.
she's never left shows. She's never
I
left
think she
shows.
should.
Hey, wouldn't that be something?
But you know what? Sarah might not actually show up. You know why? She's still hiding from the bots.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
But you remember the Tag has done it before. Back in when she put Sarah one year put the prize money for both Texas and Pittsburgh Pro, and Natalia won Sarah's money at Pittsburgh Pro, and then that few months later she won the title. I if I'm
That would be
Natalia,
funny. That would
yeah.
be funny if Natalia showed up to compete
Oh
and
man,
and
can you
won the Sarah
imagine?
Villegas Award after what happened this year. That would be hilarious. That would be
Ah,
hilarious.
it'd be something, but be up. Like I said, you got to think about it. $15,000. That's a good chunk of change.
Right.
That's like that's probably one of the few shows. I think the Pittsburgh Pro put up a good chunk. In fact, this year the Pittsburgh Pro is the New York Pro is before Pittsburgh. I wonder, that's kind of what's going on with that. Anyway, here, shout to my man. He says this says Barbara is amazing and beautiful. She represents beautiful black bald women with muscle beautifully. All right. Also,
Uh,
he says this. He says people don't care anymore. They moved on. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
No, no
mm,
matter
Not after something like that.
when
So
you are a former champion and you go accuse the new champion that she's doing something because her legs and quads look different. People, there are gonna be two sides. There are people who are gonna defend Natalia, there are people going to defend Sarah. And it's gonna be a clash. And the thing
hmm.
is, she put this out there. And she should be aware of what you say, how you do, because some people are not going to like it. But the thing with Sarah, she does, promote her division. She does put the prize money. She's even, she's been to the New York Pro because sometimes you see her, she'll be at the New York Pro. I don't think I think she was there this year, and maybe it'd be smart to lay low. If you're going to and maybe just do Texas. You Here we go again for my man. Shout to our man. Money J says bodybuilding use all types of substances to inject themselves, pretty much. Also, he says this: the bottom line is not against the rules in the IFBB. Like I said, but the thing is, the rules can change. As you know,
Hmm.
next year they're gonna have the new. We talked about this before. The new point system, and with the point system, it's more about cutting down the numbers to certain divisions. If you look at divisions like bikini, wellness, men's classic, and men's physique, they're going to have at least 100 more shows. good number here in America, some out overseas. I mean, they just finished up a show over in I think it was Taiwan, and I believe they had figure. They didn't have any other divisions, but I think they had figure, maybe wellness. I don't know. I know the Female Body Channel.
Yeah, I think it was
Coach,
figure and wellness. Yeah,
yeah, and the winner of that show, if I can pull it up, give me a second, is
Jennifer
Jennifer Zenon.
Zeinhart. Yeah, yeah, Jennifer Zeinhart
Jenna,
won that one. Yeah.
yeah, she won that one, and this is going to be her fifth Olympia. Because she's, I think one of the, I think I don't know how, I forgot where she placed at the Olympia this year. I think she didn't crack the top 10. I think she's
I
like
didn't even.
maybe,
Yeah, she didn't even sniff the top 10.
yeah, and also second was Adelia. I forgot her name, how to pronounce her last name, and we're looking at some ladies right now in the figure division that look like, I think they posted something a while back. One lady they're looking at that she might be switching divisions. I think her name is Gabrielle. I think it's somewhere here. I think I saw her, or was it in the? Was it something?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think she was. I think she was looking at her as being the next figure division switch up to either physique or women's bodybuilding. But
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're
the
talking
women
about. That
here,
Gabrielle girl.
yeah, they also put up a list here. The year of women's PD. They have
Oh
Sarah
yeah, those are just
Creole.
rising stars.
Yeah, you have Brittany Herrera. You got Yulia, Amanda Machado. That's I think that's Brigitte. And
Forget.
Brigitte to me,
Ooh, she's at the
she's
cusp of women's bodybuilding.
yes. I I don't know. She might need to think about her position and how long she'll stay. Also, we have Paula Ranta,
Yep.
Nadia Salvia, Megan Santa Barbara, and the dear love of Miss Robin Mays. I'm going back here to Megan. This girl, damn, I don't know.
Damn. Look at those leg striations.
This is where I'm like she could I'm asking y'all, you think that she truly belongs in the PD?
It's hard to
Mm,
say.
to be honest now, she just yeah, cause her quads are way too big, and
I mean,
I mean look at her
she's like I think they said
biceps.
that she even she I think she way more on stage than
She has amazing symmetry.
Andrea.
I think the girl
Yeah.
that was the very first one in that post, Sarah Creole, she needs to move up
Sarah
to
Creel, yeah,
WBB because that front double bicep shot, I'm like, good grief,
I
with an
think
upper
'cause-
body like that. I mean, I know she just won. I'm trying to remember the show that she just won, but and so I mean they're looking for someone like her in WPD, but I just saw that front double bicep shot of hers, and I was like, good grief. It's like that looked like WBB all the way. That's just my opinion, but
yeah, and I think we talk about Brigitte. Brigitte is on that cusp because I think a couple of shows she shouldn't have placed as high, or even her shows in Spain. I don't think she should have won Spain. Yeah. Uh, we got here shot to my man Money J. He says this. He says, Abby, that will piss Sarah Vegas off if Natalia goes to the Texas show. You know that.
that's the point. That's the
He'll
whole
get people talking though.
point.
Well, the thing is,
Oh,
you know what? I think they're like I said, they had at one point they had a little respect for each other, but I feel like now, um, yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, they had a little
Maybe
respect for each other. They was doing that workout thing with Linda Murray and had a little sit down interview together, and that just disappeared.
It's just the thing is when you are two dominant women in your sport, even people like back in the day, people like Linda Murray and Kim Javesky,